Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Fx.MrMario. I forgot my own intro. Alright, cool. Alright, let's just jump straight to the video. One of the biggest reason traders stay inconsistent is because they're asking the wrong question. Now, what is that question that they're asking? Right? Instead of asking, where do I enter? Right? Instead of asking this, you guys should be asking this: which side deserves my attention today? Right? This one question changed completely my way of trading. All right, the way I trade literally changed because of this one question. I forgot who asked me this, but this question just made me think a lot. Right? And I was like, yeah, why am I asking where should I enter when I should be asking, do I even need to enter? Right? I forgot who told me this, but just take this away from this video. Right? Just take this one thing. This is the main thing. All right. So today I want to show you guys the 3 mistakes I see beginner traders and some traders that I know that have been trading for some time now, right, make when they're deciding whether they should be buying or selling. Now, mistake number 1. This is mistake number 1. All right, looking for trades before finding your buyers. Now, imagine, right, you just opened TradingView, right, and then the first thing that you do, right, because you're a scalper or whatever, you're trading on the 1 minute or 5 minute. Let's just take 1 minute for the instance, right? Ask yourself this: you're a scalper. You are now on the day of let's just do 9:30 then. This is Friday, 9:30. Okay, market opens, right? Cool. Market opens, and what's the first thing that most traders do? They straight away find for an entry, right? They be like, cool, I have a zone here, right? I have a order block, I have a demand zone, I have a supply zone, whatever, right? And then they'll be like, okay, cool, I have a zone here, I want to see a liquidity sweep here, right? And then once the liquidity gets swept, then I want to take a buy trade. Cool, I have a liquidity sweep here. Now guys, I'm gonna enter, right, the stop loss below the lows over here, and then I'm gonna aim this liquidity high, and then I'm gonna aim a 1:6 trade, and bam guys, we made this trade within 6 minutes. Yeah, that's what most of the traders do, right? Even those that I see in YouTube, they do this kind of trades. Cool, it works, right? Cool, because you're scalping, right? Cool for you. But are you trading with the trend? No, right? Because what they're essentially doing, right, they are hunting for entries, but they never actually bothered to zoom out to see what is actually going on. It's cool to see this kind of trade entries and all that. Definitely, trust me, right? Especially when you see videos of traders who just post all these videos and be like, oh, we have an entry here. Okay, this, I need ABC to happen, then I will take a trade, right? But there's no bias involved. Now ABC, let's just say it was 9:30 now. ABC happened here, right? So they're just waiting for a re-entry, right, of this. Let's just say that, right, they already made the trade today, right, and then they'll be like, okay, cool, I want to take a trade over here too, right? This is my stop loss, I'm gonna aim these lows right here, right? We're just gonna go for a quick scalp, and bam, they lose, right? Of course your RR is going to be big, because if, let's say, they say, oh, we hit a 1:6, we hit a 1:12. True, but you're not trading with the bias, right? So you can have 5 trades, right, lose 4 of them, right, and you just need to win 1 trade to cover back your 5 loss plus 100 profit, right? Let's say you trade $100 risking, I mean, per trade you risk 100, right? You made a 1:6, you make 600. You lose 5 trades on that same day, you lose 500. How much is your profit? 100, right? Why? Because you're not trading with the trend, you're just waiting for entries. ABC happens, I take a trade. Cool. That is mistake number 1. Because why? When you could have just used buyers and know that, okay, I should only look for buy setup, and then now I use my ABC entry point, right? I could have not risked that 5 losing trades. Instead, I could have just took this 1 trade, right, aimed all the way high. If this is your strategy, I mean, right? So 1 is to 9, and I would have made 900, right? Or if you're risking 500 per trade, then just imagine how much is that, just because you have your bias right. All right, so that is the first thing. They hunt for entries instead of asking that first question that I said, right? Looking for trades before finding bias, looking whether it's even deserving to for your attention to trade. What am I talking here? All right, number 2, mistake number 2. Right, this is a very common mistake. I'm not proud of it. I've done that too. Right, mistake number 2, changing bias every candle. Now, when I started learning daily bias, I used to do this. I just look at 5 minutes because I'm trading on the 1 minute, right? So I'm just looking at 5 minute and 15 minute and changing my bias every single time. Like this, right? It closes above, cool, I'm bullish. What happens next? It goes all the way down, right? I'm bearish, right? It goes all the way down, I'm bullish. I hit my stop loss. Let's just say I took a trade here, right? I was aiming for this, and then like stops about here, right? And what happens? What happens? I hit the stop, right? Next, my candle closes up again. Cool, I'm bullish now. Then what happens? The market closes. No, I think we're just too close to the market. All right, let me show you another example. Okay, I go back a little. All right, now candle close above this 15 minutes, so I'm bullish. Let's say I took a buy trade. What happens? Market goes down. Now market goes down, right, and closes below this. So what do I say? Oh, cool, I'm bearish, right? I take a trade here, stops above here, and let's say I just take a TP down there. What happens? I win. Out of the 2 trade, I win 1 trade. Now what happens? Market is going up. Cool, I'm bullish, right? I take a trade here, stops over here. Maybe I aim at 1:2. Maybe it goes up, maybe it goes down, I don't know. In this case it went up. Cool, let's see next trade, right? Market is going higher and higher and higher. I took a buy trade, let's say around here, right? What happens? Market goes down, right? Why? Because we broke above this structure. So let's say we took a buy here, stops below this 1:2. What happens? We hit stop loss, right? So do you see every 15 minute times, I mean in the time frame of 15 minutes, every time it makes a different market structure shift, I switch my bias, right? So if the price goes up, I'm bullish. If the price drops, I'm bearish. That's not how bias should have been, right? This was the mistake that I was making, right? Your bias shouldn't change every single time it makes a structure, right? That is why in the previous video I showed you guys in depth how to use and find your bias, right? A bias is built from a higher time frame context, right? Liquidity, market narrative. Liquidity is what? Swing high, swing lows. That's what I use. What else is liquidity? Fair value gaps. That's what I use, right? Not from every candle that prints. Now, what is your higher time frame? This is just free source. Take this down, right? Higher time frame that you should be looking at to see your daily bias, right? Okay, not even daily. I'm gonna go to the highest, right? That I use, right? Monthly, weekly, daily, other daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. This is my high time frame to see bias. My entries will be basically 15 minutes and down, right? So write this down, take this as a screenshot, do whatever you want, right? But this should be your daily bias. Basically, if you're day traders and all that, you will be using weekly, daily, 4 hour and 1 hour. If you're swing trading, you'll also use the monthly. But I mean, it's good to look at it at once in a while, monthly, right? Yeah, but you don't really need it if you're day trading and scalping. That's just my take on this, right? Now, mistake number 3, the last and final mistake. This is super, super important, guys. Do not make this mistake. Forcing a directional opinion, right? What does it mean? This one mistake, right, cost me money when I first started. I lost a fair amount of money lah, because I forced a direction. Because some days the market simply hasn't shown its hand. For example, right, your daily is showing you bullish, your 4 hour is showing you bearish, and then your 1 hour is showing you bullish. What does that say? You're just 50-50. The market is consolidating. Simply said, right? But what I'll do, I'll just use the 1 hour to force my bias, right? I'll just go bullish, yeah, I'm bullish, right, and all that. So on this day, it's called a neutral day. So when we are neutral, most traders think that they have to choose long or short, right? That's what I did. But sometimes the correct answer is I don't know yet. I don't know, right? That's just the answer. I don't know. I'm not gonna take a trade. If it aligns, I take it. If it doesn't, then I'm not. I'm fine with it, right? And this basically is the main thing that causes a lot of mistakes. I'm not even going to talk about FOMO, revenge trading, because that is every trader goes through it, right? Every trader goes through it. I'm not going to talk about it, but these three mistakes are super important, guys. Do not make these mistakes, all right? Always ask yourself out. It doesn't matter if you talk to yourself out loud. It doesn't really matter, because when you talk it out alone, when you're talking to yourself loud, right? Trust me, you're going to surprise yourself. You will actually give yourself reasons that why you shouldn't be taking the trade, right? I thought it was nonsense until someone taught me that, and I tried it out. But yeah, you will talk yourself out of trades when your mind knows that this is not what you should be taking, right? When you stay quiet, your mind will be thinking, no, but there's this reason that we should go up, this reason should go down. But when you talk it out, like, okay, for example, I have a swing low here that was swept. This shows me I'm bullish, right? So if I'm bullish, where will it go? It will go up till this point, right? What did it do? It went up till this point. Cool. We closed above. That shows me bullish intent, right? So I could possibly take a trade from this fair value gap and then push up, things like that. You have to talk to yourself, right? But if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'm just saying that, like, you can do that, right? No one's gonna call you like, why are you even talking to yourself? Nah, no one's gonna say that. All right. So ask yourself this: what would make me bullish? What would make me bearish? What is this? What is this time frame telling me? What is the last move that it made? Right. What would keep me out of the market with this trading session? Right. And answer each question naturally while making the market. Do not give reasons why you shouldn't take. Meaning, it should just come naturally to you. Like, for example, you're just looking at it and, okay, we reacted of this fair value gap. That means we're going down. We had this closure below this swing low. Okay, that means we are going lower. It should be like that. Not because, oh, we closed below, but the previous candle showed me a sweep. So could this be a bullish trade? Because now on the 1 minute, right, it's going up. So maybe I am actually bullish. That's what the 15 minutes showing. No, do not do that, right? Just be natural. Okay, it's reacting of this going down. Do that. That's why I say when you talk it out loud, you'll do it naturally. When you think of it, you will find reasons. All right. So if you remember nothing else from this video, whatever I talk to you guys, you don't even understand the video, right? No worries. Just remember this, okay? I just need you guys to remember this. If you don't even get anything that I said, I'm sure you guys would have gotten anything. I mean, you guys would have gotten something at least, right? Just remember this, all right? Your job, I'm gonna make this as big as possible. Your job is not to predict, all right? So what is your job? As a trader, your job is to wait until one side clearly has an advantage, meaning everything aligns or you have your reasons to take, right? And then you take. So remember this, write this down, screenshot this, put it as your wallpaper, whatever you want to do. Your job is not to predict. Your job is to wait until one side clearly has the advantage, all right? Remember this, the market pays traders who are patient enough to let the story unfold. That's why at the first part of this series that I'm making, I said this candlestick is a language. You need to learn the language, all right? So again, I repeat this, the market pays traders who are patient enough to let the story unfold, all right? I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm not going to tell you guys what the next video is. It's going to be a bit of a surprise, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, all right? With that being said, do I have anything to add on? Nah, I don't. All right, see you guys in the next video. Peace out.